Good morning, traders, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setup for today. So we ended up with a massive green bar, but the bulk of that move came after hours and basically on two sets of news. One, pharmaceutical company has come up claiming that they've had some great results with a potential vaccine or cure for virus, and the other one is Trump saying that they're going to open the economy up. So he's got a plan of how they're going to do that. But we'll get into the detail now. I don't trust it. I don't trust what I'm seeing at the moment. This wedge is still in play. Okay, and the fact that we've had this rally, all of it was after hours. Okay, so this wedge for me is still very much in play. We do have a swing low here that we haven't tagged yet, so that would be a logical area for us to get into. And we still do have diversions, and I think I'm just going to go to the 4 hour for this, just to show you. Look at the stock, the MACD stochastic here. I see it pointing down. Even with this little blip here, we have pretty well defined diversions now. Okay, oscillator again grouping to the upside. The other thing about the daily here is, you look at the oscillators now, they're well and truly grouped to the upside. Okay, so the smaller wedge that we had here is more than likely gone at the moment, this one here. But if you look carefully, you'll see that looks very much like a retest. Okay, so this is starting to look like a potential area for shorts. So we've had a wedge breakout, we've had a retest. The only concern I've got, and we're going to need to just get rid of, well, let's see what it looks like. So the first thing is that was the range, okay, and all intents and purposes that range is broken. But this could be an exhaustion bar. To break the range, you'd expect some kind of retest. You expect the top of the range to hold before moving again, or as it rolls, breaks the downside. So still nothing set in concrete at the moment. I'm still not of the opinion that this thing's going to go much higher. Okay, especially not today being a Friday. Anyway, looking at the 3 hour, I have a double top on my oscillators. I've got diversions. It's still, just fine tune that. That was the wedge retest. You can see we broke, we retested, and then up again. And I think this thing is going to roll, to be honest with you. I mean, this is, you'll get the exact figure here. But that was the market close. Okay, so market close right here at 23,500. And then straight afterwards, we had the press conference and we had an announcement, and lo and behold, we rally after hours, low volumes, 800 and what are we now? Sort of 850 points. Okay, this doesn't look sustainable to me. Okay, the other thing I'm going to make it a little bit more messy is we were pretty much in a pretty well-defined triangle. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one there. So you can see we were in a pretty well-defined triangle. Now it's happened to be broken to the upside. Breaking to the upside gives us this double bottom, and that's pretty much our take profit area on that trade. So yeah, so I think for me at the moment, just going to sit and wait for a bit. I don't think there's anything worth chasing long here, especially not with, I mean, we had negative data come out yesterday as well. And you can see the jobs number came out sort of in this area here. So sort of rallied a bit, and then we fell off for the jobs number. Hit this level that we've been battling to get through, bounced up, had a second go at it, failed, and then we sort of just settled into coming back up. So, this is really messy at the moment, so I'm not really interested in chasing this right now. Even if we look at the 12-minute right now, this entire move was done after hours. Okay, so from here to this area here has all been done after hours. A massive 800-point move up, and we've still got a lot of earnings coming out today. I think just check if there are any big ones coming out today. I'm not aware of anything. And earnings that have been coming out haven't been spectacular, but they also haven't been spectacular either way, if that makes sense. So today we've got Procter & Gamble, and that's probably the only notable one. Nothing really else. I think that the real earnings is coming out next week. But anyway, I think if we do break, right now it's this low of the morning. If we do break below that, then I suspect this gap will close, and we may very well come back down to this area here where we closed. So there is a potential for a short here, and I think if you do get a break there, it's basically a 300-point stop loss for a move to the downside. The move to the upside will be capped. If we just come here, the move to the upside will definitely be capped by that, which is 24,718. Okay, and then the last thing is, let's just get this Fibonacci on here. So we've gone through the 50% Fibonacci. The 61.8 is pretty much up there. Okay, so we kind of bounced off the 50 here. See, now we've shot through the 50. Now coming back. If I put this onto a weekly chart, you'll see at the moment the 50% Fibonacci coincides with the coincides with the 200 EMA here, right there. So this is going to be a fairly critical area to see what happens. Now, if you look at our oscillators, they have groups, they're pointing to the upside. Haven't had a crossover just yet on the stochastic MACD, but this area here is pretty interesting for me, and this is why I'm waiting patiently for a decent short entry here. And if we do close above this 50 on the weekly, then that opens the gates up for 25,190. But if you look to the left, you see we've got quite a bit of congestion in the zone that we're at the moment. So I really don't see us flying through this. It doesn't matter what news they try to push out. But often when you get this news coming out after the market is closed, it's more than likely somebody trying to manipulate it. And I'm not going to mention names because we'll get into trouble again. But anyway, that's my scenario at the moment. So it does look a bit tired at the moment. My advice really is to wait, look for the 12 minute, and watch what happens. You may find that this bounces a little bit with Europe, and then as the USA comes online, I can't see them really chasing this. They may chase it to the next level and then get a better entry up the top there, but I can't see them chasing this going all the way back up to all-time highs again. Okay, so I don't think the true impact on the economy has been realized yet either. Everybody just assuming that the economy opens up and then we get cracking again. But I don't think it's going to be like that. I think it's going to be a different world we're going to live in once we do open up again. Anyway, so advice today is really just be patient, wait, and let's see what transpires. At the moment we're ranging. I think we're going to range if not even through the European session, I wouldn't be surprised to see us range the whole European session as well before picking a direction. If it has break the upside, by all means, there'll be a long there, but I think it's going to be a scalp, not something I'll hold over the weekend. And we'll have to wait and see what transpires next week. Okay. Anyway, guys, let's wait and see. This little move here is I'm not entirely convinced about it. So it's always interesting when these moves happen after hours. Okay, so yeah, enjoy the weekend. Be safe. Don't try and chase this right now. Wait for some structure and wait for some price action to point you in the right direction. Right, I'll catch up with you guys next week. Cheers for now.